oh boy, the list of famous Indians in America is doing well. I'm encouraged by it. I have another addition to it, and this one is one of my personal favorites. It is Mindy Kaling. Um, uh, she is Vera Mindy Chokalingam. She was born 1979. She is known as Mindy Kaling. She is an actress, a comedian, and a writer. Um, I first saw her on The Office, and she was hilarious in The Office, and it was so counterintuitive to see this Indian girl with like a California Valley girl accent, where it was just it was eye catching, and I think it made her character so hilarious. There's a great episode in The Office where she has to go to the Diwali celebration, and Michael Scott brings his girlfriend, who is very fair-skinned, very pale, and all the Indian dudes are like, "Your girlfriend is very, very fair," and I didn't when I first watched the episode years ago, like 10 years ago, I didn't get I don't understand the joke. I understand the joke now. And and it is so funny. Minnie does such a good job, and there are little hints that she throws in, because she was one of the writers of The Office and the Mindy Project, which she has now on Hulu. Her character in The Office was Kelly Kapoor, and then she has a brother in the Mindy Project who is his name is Rashi. No, it's not Rashi. It's Rishi. And if you put the names between the two characters together, from Mindy Project to The Office, her brother would be Rishi Kapoor. And there's all these little hints and stuff in it. She was a co-producer of a show called Champions, which I've never seen. She was voice work in Despicable Me and Wreck-It Ralph. And she's in A Wrinkle in Time with Oprah, and a heist comedy, Ocean's 8, which is like the female versions of Ocean's 11. She's written a best-selling book of her memoirs called Is Everyone Hanging Out With Me? And Other Concerns, and Why Not Me? And she is just she lives in California. She was born in Massachusetts. She went to Dartmouth College, which is, I guess, would be technically Ivy League. And she does stand-up comedy. She is just so hilarious. Her father, Avu, is an architect, and her mother, Swati, is an OBGYN, which is a gynecologist, and which I didn't know that prior researching this, because that's what she is in the Mindy Project. She is a OBGYN, which is very, very interesting. Her parents are from India. I guess her dad would be Tamil and her mother would be Bengali. And they met in a hospital in Nigeria working together. The family migrated in 1979 to America, and that's where Mindy was born the same year. And her mom died of pancreatic cancer, which is just so sad, so sad. Mindy said that she's never been called Vera by her first name, and often referred to as Mindy since her parents were pregnant with her, living in Nigeria. And at the and the reason they called her Mindy is because what was playing in Nigeria was Mork and Mindy, and everybody just said you should call her Mindy because that's such a cute name. So all the Nigerians were watching Mork and Mindy. Nanu Nanu. Wait, that's Spock, but he did the Nanu Nanu, and which was a great show with Robin Williams. Now, this is going to be something interesting, I think. Her name Vera, according to Mindy, is the name of the incarnation god of the Hindu goddess Kaling, which is how she is taking. I don't know where she gets that from, why she says that, unless there's something in the meaning of Vera. That's the English translation of Kaling. And I don't know if they mean Kaling on the notes that I did my research on, or if they mean Kali. But they spelled it K-A-L-I-N-G, which I'm not familiar with that goddess. And she was a member of an improvisational comedy troupe called the Dog Day Players. She was in an a cappella group called the Rockapellas, of which is hilarious. And you can see some of this stuff play into The Office if you guys watch The Office. A lot of that, because there's a guy who's in a cappella group, which is just so funny, dude. She graduated Dartmouth with a degree in playwriting, and she was a classics major for much of college and studied Latin and whatever. She's on Conan O'Brien a lot. She interned there, and she said she was a terrible intern, and she said she was less of a copy making intern and more of a stalking Conan intern, which is hilarious. She says that she never saw a family like hers on TV, which gave her the dual perspective that she uses in her writing. And she thinks everyone is against her mentally. And that's kind of what she learned as a child of being immigrants, which is really sad, that she just felt like everybody was against her. And I can't imagine. We have friends who have left India and have become American citizens, and apparently in India you have to then denounce your Indian citizenship, and it's hard on them. So I'm sure that is just very, very, very sad. After college, Mindy moved to Brooklyn, New York, and she had one of the worst production experience jobs ever. That she had a 3-month job with John Edwards' psychic show, and she said it was just so depressing. But during that time, she really kind of perfected her stand-up comedy. And dude, if you guys have never seen her, it is just so hilarious. She portrayed Ben Affleck in an off-Broadway play called Matt and Ben, which is just hilarious that she did that. And she is just really a truly funny person. Mindy Project is on Hulu, and I've watched some of it. Some of it just got too a little nasty, but it is funny. It's a very, very funny show. Let's see. She was in Night at the Museum, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Comedy Death Ray, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. I mean, the list goes on and on of the stuff that she's done. She is 1% owner of the English Football League Championship soccer team in Wales, which I had no idea. And she has a daughter, Kathleen. And she's not saying who the father is. She will not talk about who the father is. And, okay, whatever. She's been in The Muppets, Sesame Street. What else am I missing? I guess that's it. That's all I can think of different TV shows that she's in. She is really, really funny. You guys got to see her in The Office. She just cracks me up with her character. It's just so freaking funny. I mean, we die laughing watching The Office. But in like I said, you'll see the Diwali episode. 10 years ago when the thing came out, I had no idea. I was just like, what is Diwali? I don't understand. Now I understand. And it is very, very good. I'll catch you guys later. Peace and much love, and we'll have more of these.
Thank you for watching our videos. Will you please subscribe to our channel, and will you please give this video a thumbs up? Thank you.